views expressed on this program are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other advertisers. You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio.
Hi, welcome. This is Dr. John DeMartini. This is one of the most amazing and inspiring shows that you can listen into. If you want to be on the edge of your seats, if you want to open up your heart, if you want to expand your mind, and you want to meet incredible people, stay tuned because you're just about to experience a transformative radio show that will change your life. And you're listening to the Dr. Pat Show that's coming up right next.
Welcome to the Dr. Pat Show. Talk radio to thrive by. Powerful, inspiring, and coming to you live, bringing you stories of people like you and me busting through and living life full out. Get ready to dare to wonder what your life would be like if you knew you could not fail.
Hey, everybody, welcome back for those of you that are waiting. And for all of you that are plugged into the queue of the phone lines here, thank you for waiting. We're going to get to you in a hot second. Why? Because Mark Anthony, the psychic lawyer, is joining us here today. He is a practicing medium. He doesn't just communicate with spirits. He's also a fabulous and successful attorney. And those of you might say, huh? What? Yep. That's how that works. But for many of us, the question mark really is, do we have the courage to step out and do and be all that we have been called to be? Do we have that courage? You know, I have to tell you, that is like a question that has been on my mind a lot. And then once we get out there, what does it really take to continue in the world? You know, how do you sit down and share everything about who you are, where you've been, and your stories, experiences, and do that in the way that Mark Anthony has done in his fabulous, amazing, award-nominated book, Evidence of Eternity, Communicating with Spirits, a Proof of the Afterlife. Now, I'm going to tell you, if you can get through the book and some of these stories without having your eyes get a little bit filled up, then my hat goes off to you. But as I'm reading this, and I said her in the last show, there are a couple of stories in here that I just so resonated with. You know, there's a Jersey spirit story, there's a Jana story, but there are stories, there's homicide, which we didn't get to talk with in the last show. But, for many of us, we get to know about the fact that we are not crazy. We're not losing our minds. There may be messages that are trying to get to us. And, many of us don't really know what to do with it. I've scheduled Linda, but I didn't do anything. Linda actually scheduled 2 hours with Mark Anthony today. We've done an hour. If you go to the drpatshow.com website, you will be able to see live streaming with some additional information that Justin and Jessica are putting information about his book. They're putting information about his event. They're putting information that explain who he is, the website. So if you're following in that way, that is something we started to do here recently. If you want to connect with Mark during the show, 1-800-930-2819. Now, we're going to give you some information. Again, Rocky is going to give you some information about if you are in the greater Seattle area, how can you see Mark? And if you're not, and you're living in another place of the country, we'll send you to the right place. Take it away, Rocky.
Yes, Friday, October 16th, this Friday, 7:30 p.m. at the East West Books. And if you want to call for tickets to reserve some seats, 206-523-3726. 206-523-3726. It's at 6407 12th Avenue Northeast, right here in Seattle. Hope to see you there. Oh, and if you want to check in with Mark, go to evidenceofeternity.com. Like his page, Facebook him. He's everywhere.
Tell us about the book. Tell us what's going on with the book.
The book is fantastic.
The book is a big thing here.
We just heard that Mark has been submitted. Mark's Evidence of Eternity has been submitted for a Pulitzer. Wow. We are excited about that.
Wow.
It's fantastic. And it's been endorsed by the top 3 near-death experience researchers in the world.
How does that feel, Mark?
Humbling. To see how my words have touched people all over the world. And my publisher contacted me and said that in 2016, Evidence of Eternity will be released in Polish Estonian, and Slovak. And so it is very popular. I've received emails from people in New Zealand, South Africa, India, and Australia saying how it's been helping them.
Yeah.
So to everybody listening, and it's great being here on the Dr. Pat Show, which is heard throughout the world. Thank you all. God bless you. I really appreciate this.
And, you know, for those of you listening, whether you're listening live or many of you listen to the podcast, you know, we have so many listening to you from our podcast that we've had to increase our server now tenfold, you know, for the bandwidth. And we're going to keep increasing it. You know why? Because we got a commitment to bring it to you. That's what we're doing. And so today our phone lines are open and we are going to get right to the phones. But I want to say, Amazon, you can get it. You can pretty much get the book just about everywhere. Evidence of Eternity, Communicating with Spirits for Proof of the Afterlife. It is an amazing book. Mark Anthony, the psychic lawyer. And let's hit it up, Mr. Benny. But then later on in the show, Mark and I are going to reminisce a little bit about our childhood, and we've got some special audio clips for you. Mr. Benny.
All right, we'll take Linda calling in from, looks like New Jersey. Linda, welcome to the show.
Linda, what up?
Hi.
Hi. What can we do to help you today?
You. Well, what do you need to know from me, and what can you tell me is going on over there on the other side?
Okay.
I personally would like to have, you know, very large credit card max number. If you want to just give out your credit. No, I'm only kidding. Go ahead.
Hi, Linda. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise. Okay. Hold on, let me open up to frequency and see who's coming through. I'm getting a male energy coming through, and what I'm getting with him, Linda, is I'm feeling a tremendous pain in my head, and I'm also blinding sensation. So what it indicates to me, I'm seeing spots as well. This feels like a blood pressure surge. So this could indicate like a stroke or a heart attack because I'm feeling like this surge of blood going into my head, getting a dizziness prior to passing, and then a collapsing sensation. So it feels like to me that with this male, whatever was going on with him hit him pretty quickly, pretty hard, pretty fast, okay? Let me see if I can get some more information. This guy definitely liked his dogs because I'm seeing a lot of dogs, bigger dogs. Does this make any sense to you?
Yes, the pain and the blinding and the blood pressure surge and going quickly, yes.
Okay, now do dogs, big dogs, make sense to him or to you in any way?
Well, I love dogs.
That's a yes.
And I've always had big dogs.
Okay, that's a yes. Okay, so he's bringing up things about himself, things about you. Question, do you like either Irish setters? It looks like either an Irish setter or the type of, God, what is it? It's one of the labs that's kind of got longer hair. Does that make sense? Golden Retriever. Yeah, Golden Retriever. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes, in what way? Yes.
There's a family member, actually it's my uncle, who always had Golden Retrievers. Okay. All right, because the Spirit's projecting to me Golden Retrievers, all right? All right, so let me work with this guy a bit more. Interesting. He keeps showing me shamrocks. Interesting why he brought up the Irish setter. Now, hold on before you respond. When I get the image of a four-leaf clover, what that indicates to me is the month of March. It could be the number 17. Does not have to be St. Patrick's Day. It can mean name like Pat, Patrick, Patricia, someone connected to Ireland or Irish heritage, or, like I said, a significant event in the month of March, connected to him, connected to you. Does this make sense? Yes, his granddaughter's birthday is March 17th.
Bada bing, bada boom. Okay. All right. All right. Oh,
and
go ahead.
And our side, one side of the family is Irish. My mother's side was Irish. He's on my mother's sister's husband. I think you're talking about
your mother's sister's husband. So this would be your uncle through marriage, correct?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's Aaron go bra on that one. Okay. All right. All right. So let's see what he wants us to know. Are you having any type of construction done? And before you respond, I'm smelling lumber being cut. I'm seeing drills, and I'm hearing like this. So there's all this construction work going on, unless he was in construction. This could be remodeling, construction, but I'm getting all this construction, woodworking stuff going on. Does this make sense?
No, he wasn't in construction.
But how about
Well, I'm
you?
not sure what-
How about you?
Well, they just put a new roof on my house.
So does the word yes come to mind?
Yeah. What other work are you
Yes.
getting done? What other work are you getting done? Are you getting any other work done? What are you because what we just experienced in the last hour with Mark is that it doesn't have to be about that person. There's this really interesting thing that happened during the last hour about the relationship between, at least this is what I observed, the person that comes in, the person that's calling in, and some other third or fourth other party. So you get what I'm saying here, girl?
Right. And what we have, Linda, is remember, all right, I don't know if you've been listening for the whole hour, but when a spirit comes in, they're going to give me information not only about them, but about the recipient, meaning you, okay? And I'm getting construction, nails, woodworking, and you said, well, I just had a roof put on my house. Now, when I built a house, they used a lot of wood and nails and construction and drills. Okay, so really, all right. So what this indicates? So it's interesting to be able to analyze these messages with such a broad. What is that sound?
Yeah. What is that popping?
What is that popping sound?
I think you're firing up these electromagnetic fields. I think we got people trying to come in here.
Yeah, that may be.
That is what's going on. That is like that. You know what that happens.
Yeah, I know.
You know that
Yeah.
happens when you get on air and you start to get these people.
Yes.
I think she's got a ton of people trying to get into.
I think you do.
Big
Long story
shot.
short, this is definitely your uncle through marriage who's coming through, and he wants you to be aware that he knows what's going on in your life, and that's why he's bringing up the construction, which means the roof issue. Okay. Now, let's see what he wants you to know. Is there a Karen? I keep getting like Carrie or Karen, a name similar to that.
No way. You're really not getting that, are you?
I
My
wouldn't.
sister's name is Karen.
Well, that would be
Yes.
yes. Okay.
And his granddaughter's name is Carrie.
Bada bing.
So you have a choice.
Bada boom. Well,
he
Karen
said Karen
or
first.
I said Karen and I said Carrie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Said them both.
So
Okay.
what's happening is these are facts connected to you, connected to him that he's bringing up. Okay. All right. Now Karen's here in our world. Yes.
Yes, she is.
Okay. That took a little while. Our world means living. Over there means the other side. All right. So Karen's here.
Try
in
to
our
stay
world.
with us here, Linda.
Come on, Linda.
You can
there's
do it.
That popping
I know
again.
it's scary.
There's that popping again. Okay. All right. Karen, money issues, finances. All right. We're probably going to have to go to another caller because I don't know if I can handle that popping sound
Penny,
anymore.
what's happening with the pop?
Why are you looking at me? I'm not touching
Yeah,
anything. It's
I know.
All right, yeah.
It's in the
Linda, is there
system. I
something
don't
on
know.
your end that's
No,
popping and
no,
cracking?
it's here. It's in the studio.
It's in the studio?
It's in the studio.
Okay,
yeah.
because I keep hearing pop,
Yeah.
crack, pop, crack.
It's an energy field.
Yeah.
Let's step back just move a little bit back away
All right.
from it. Because,
All right.
we're heating up the place here.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Linda.
Linda, is your
Talk.
sister going through a lot of financial issues right now?
No.
All right. Instead of no. Arguments over what?
Who should pay for things and who shouldn't?
That's a financial issue. Yeah. Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Do you remember the show Buffy Vampire Slayer? I remember she said, does the word duh mean anything to you? No, I'm just kidding. I'm having fun with you, Linda, because I know you're a Jersey girl, and my family's from New Jersey, and when we're not screaming, we're eating. Okay, now, and we're laughing. A lot of laughing there. All right. Now,
yes.
All right. This is a disruption in your family's energy, these financial issues that need to be resolved. And what I'm getting from him is everybody needs to kind of take a time out, cool down, and then readdress this. Okay? And I'm getting some type of resolution one way or the other by December 13th, because he showed me the number. I'm seeing a calendar, I'm seeing December, I'm seeing the number 13, and I'm seeing a bow that looks like a candy cane, and I'm tasting the whole peppermint candy cane thing. So there's something around in the first 2 weeks of December that he's targeting. So there could be significant birthdays, anniversaries, or events and or a resolution of this by that time. Does this make any sense to you?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yes, in what way yes?
Because my sister's birthday is in December, and I think that the two of them will have some discussions, and I think it'll be resolved.
Fantastic. All
One
right.
way or another, like you said. One way or another.
Super.
Yeah.
So I'll leave that with you.
Yeah, thank you, Linda. Thank you. Thanks for calling in. Wow. That and I want to tell you about the popping sound if you guys are getting it. Here's what happens every once in a while. And I've noticed this. I've been doing this 13 years, Mark. And almost every time you will try to point it to some technical something. It's not. It is energetic. And I'm surprised we're actually still on air with that. That is an energetic force that happens in some interesting way.
I discuss about how spirits are energy and they can affect electrical fields. In my first book, Never Letting Go, in the chapter Contact Experiences, I went into this in great detail. I had this client who was a real Southern guy named Bobby.
Wow.
And Bobby, he said, Mr. Anthony, I know you talk to dead people and all. I want you coming over my house. And he brought me into this bathroom, and there was one light was blinking, one light was fading on and off, and the other was flickering. And I'm like, okay, so what does this mean? You need light bulbs? He goes, no, you don't understand. They's all on the same circuit. They can't all be doing different things. They all have to be doing the same thing.
I have to share something.
Oh, let me finish.
Yes.
And it only happened
You are amazing.
when he was talking about his mother, Violet. And I said, Violet, is that you? And they all started like flickering faster, fading faster, and blinking faster. He goes, you's freaking me out, dude.
Wow. Now, can you explain how this happens, Mark? Now, you were just talking to Linda. And Linda will have to ping me back. Linda, send something through the, the questionnaire if we're talking about you. But while you're talking, we've got a way for people to ask questions because we have the phones, but then we got these other people over here typing in questions. I think that was the popping. Let me read why. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, I'm going to read this. This is from Austin. I get to read your thing. Austin from Spokane. I won a court case against. Now, this is not him doing this while you're talking.
Okay.
This is before you're talking.
Okay.
I won a court case against a building contractor. The contractor hasn't paid yet, but the judge set it up where it accumulates 12% interest and it's paid. Do you see me getting paid soon, or what do I need to do?
Interesting, because that, once again, could be a multiple meaning message where and this is something that I discuss in my gallery events. Like I will be doing this Friday night at 7:30 at East West Bookshop here in Seattle, where even though I was communicating with Linda's uncle-in-law, uncle-in-law, the other side's a collective consciousness, and this is collective consciousness communication, where that message also resonated with Austin. And when we're getting the pops and the cracks, spirits are pure energy, and they're able to, and their frequency. So they're affecting the frequency here in the radio station, which your equipment here is extremely sensitive. And so when a message comes in for one person, yet it has relevance for another or 10 others, or maybe because we're on the radio, 1,000 others, don't discount that. If the message resonates and means something to you and helps bring you resolution to a situation, then go with it. And that is how the collective consciousness uses frequency on a mass scale. There's another thing that I'd like to address. So I get a lot of people write in and say, mediums are not of God, this is evil, blah, blah, blah. Look, I'm not going to crash in anyone's belief systems, but I tend not to, and one of the purposes of Evidence of Eternity is to remove the fear and primitive superstitious nonsense which surrounds spirit communication. I pray every day and meditate and ask God to send forth spirits to bring messages of the highest purposes, to bring love, healing, and resolution. And when a message comes through from someone you love, and it contains love and healing and resolution, then it's from God. If a message comes through and it's all about anger, bitterness, hatred, jealousy, self-centeredness, rude behavior, then that message isn't from God. That's generated by someone's own ego. So this is all about love, healing, and resolution.
I love it. One of the things that is so important is when you say that, it is almost like this clearing is happening. I don't know how to explain it, Mark. Maybe you can explain it.
It's an energetic clearing because God is love. And the Hindus believe when you look in the eyes of someone you love who loves you back, you're seeing God. Christianity teaches those who do not know love do not know God. And one of the things that I particularly love about your show, Dr. Pat, is that's what you do. That's what you do. And you help people see their lives in a new way, and you do it through the focus of love and healing. In every dynamic, people say, oh, my husband's cheating on me, I'm having this situation, that's like, you tell them, well, where do you find the love? Is that love for you? And that doesn't mean narcissistic, self-centered love. It's like self-respect, okay, finding the love. And when you find the love in a situation, that is the first and most important step to healing.
Wow. Couple things here, Benny, that I'd like to do. First of all, we want to make sure everyone knows how to find out more about Mark. And when we come back from break, we'll do that. We'll come back from break, and we're going to play a fun clip that Mark and I shared from our childhood when we come back. And then we're going to go right to the phones for those of you out there. And then I believe I'm getting an update on Miss Linda. So I'll be able to read that to you. Let's take a shorty. We'll be right back.
Reach out, touch faith. Your own personal Jesus.
Tune in to The Truth is Funny with Colette Steffen each Wednesday at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern on TransformationTalkRadio.com. This hit show will have you thinking outside the box and riding the wave of infinite potential. Join Colette on the Higher Self Network, inspiring listeners to shine their brilliance and ensure success while roaring with laughter as they recognize the humor of the giant cosmic joke. Visit thetruthисfunny.com.
Are you feeling broken from your relationships? Are you second-guessing yourself about friends, family, and lovers? Tune in to the hit show that's creating a buzz in the love-seeking community. Love Seeker Radio, finding love for your authentic self with renowned love coach Heather Lynn. Tired of dissatisfying relationships? Kiss them goodbye and power up your love seeker energy. Coach Heather Lynn reminds you that you can just be you, the beautiful and perfect you. Visit heatherlynncoaching.com to learn more.
The doctor is in. Tune in to the hit show, The Psychic Love Doctor, with host Deborah Lee. Deborah's life-affirming, highly perceptive reading method has taught Deborah how to zero in on specific problems with relationships, career pursuits, and current roadblocks to success and happiness. Join Deborah Fridays at 2 p.m. Pacific, and for a special broadcast the second Thursday of every month at 11 a.m. Pacific on TransformationTalkRadio.com.
Naturopathic doctor, founder of the Martha's Vineyard Holistic Retreat, and author of the New York Times bestseller 21 Pounds in 21 Days, Dr. Ronnie DeLuce has helped tens of thousands of people, including celebrities and athletes, with her message of lifestyle change. Now Dr. Ronnie DeLuce wants to help you. You too can be saved. Email Dr. Ronnie DeLuce at info@ronniedeluceonradio.com and visit mvholisticretreat.com. Dr. Ronnie DeLuce, your partner in wellness.
I love Olivia Newton-John. Had her on the show. Love her. I think she's going to be on Dancing with the Stars or something. That's what I heard. It's so good. Mark Anthony is in the house. But Mark and I, we're going to go right to the phones in a hot second. But before we do, I got to ask Benny if we have our little clip ready. Mark and I shared something from our childhood. Now, I'm telling you, I grew up with this. I watched this on television. And as I got older, I would laugh hysterically every time I heard this. I don't know how many of you are going to recognize this.
And now, Froggy, you'd better use that magic twanger and become visible. Plunk your magic twanger, Froggy.
Hiya, kids, hiya.
You know, we could get arrested if we talk about the magic twanger.
Oh, my God. Oh.
Well said. Well said.
Oh, my gosh. I think we need to go to the phones. Let's do it. Who do we have, baby?
And moving right along, Naomi from Seattle. Welcome to the show.
Hey, Naomi.
Hi, guys. How is everybody doing?
I can't hear you very good.
Oh, I just was asking how everyone was doing. How are you?
All right, cool. Let me introduce you to my buddy Mark.
Hi, Naomi. Are you on a speakerphone?
Yeah, let me turn it off.
Yeah, because everything I do involves frequency, so when the quality of the frequency is compromised, it will denigrate the quality of the connection. So that's why like everybody now only has cell phones, it seems like, but really for doing readings and connections, landlines or very solid frequency connections are best. You know, because we don't want to tell people, how you doing? I'm trying to, you know, we need this instead.
Right.
All right, Naomi. All right, how can I help you?
Well, just about half my family is over on the other side, and
I'm very sorry to hear that. Hold on. You have an older. Hold on, Naomi. You have an older woman coming through, and she has a deeper complexion and beautiful woman. She has high cheekbones, real wisdom in her eyes, and she's holding up a Bible. Now, what this indicates to me is that she was a woman of faith, but I don't get that she was preachy and like really imposed it on people, because she walked the walk and she talked the talk. And she said that when your heart is troubled, you have to turn to Jesus. Now, that's her belief system, and I'm not pushing that on anybody. But it isn't like, run around saying, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. This is saying turn to Jesus because he calms the waters of the soul and the afflictions of your heart. And she's talking about you right now and what's going on with you physically. Now, you don't have to talk about your medical conditions, but I am feeling a pain in my lower abdominal region to the left of the belly button in the area of the kidneys, okay? So she's saying that there's like an acid increase within your body, and that this is something that you have to bring into balance. I'm also getting that a lot of this is being caused by the stress and the grief that you've been going through. What I really love about this woman, Naomi, is she said that you know all these things. It's just that you've kind of slipped, and not because you've done anything intentional, but that sometimes life is overwhelming. And when life is overwhelming like this, you have to ride it out. All right, so this is the message that I'm getting from her. Does this make any sense to you?
It does. So I'm not experiencing any pain in my stomach at the moment. I do, however, have an issue or had an issue with vertigo that's left me off balance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting, because there could be an issue with the kidneys, so you may want to, and I don't diagnose or prescribe, okay? Let me put my disclaimer here. You need to check because there could be something with your kidneys and their functioning, which might actually help you with the vertigo as well, okay? Now, interesting. I'm tasting pineapple. Now, pineapple indicates a couple different things to me. This could indicate an inflammation within your body. It could be, hey, love pineapple, hate pineapple, or some connection with Hawaii. Does any of this make sense?
Yeah.
Yes, in what way? Yes.
I do like pineapple. I kind of like pineapple, and I want to go to Hawaii.
Bada bing, bada boom. And also, and I'm not saying start, eating tons of pineapple, but pineapple is also a natural anti-inflammatory, okay? So you may like pineapple because your body is craving that healing energy from the bromelain, which is within pineapple. Hold on, this woman has other things she wants. She's pulling me to the month of June. June. Okay, so it could be a name like June, but that also is a significant birthday, anniversary, or event connected with her, connected with you, or someone close to you within the month of June.
I got married, and I'm 30-something.
That's a pretty significant event. So let's go with yes. Naomi, I love your energy, Naomi. And it's funny because you're like, well, should I say it was my anniversary? Yeah, it was your anniversary. Now, tasting carrots and seeing carrots. Now, when I see carrots are my indicator for love carrots, hate carrots, but that could also indicate an eyesight issue that could be connected to her, connected with you, and it could be something as minor as I need to get my reading glasses adjusted. Does this make sense?
Right. Yeah, my mom suffered from what do they call those, cataracts?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time hearing you.
Your mom had cataracts?
My mom had cataracts. I had, however, my eyes are fine. I mean, I do my eye checks every year, and there wasn't any issue with those. So,
All right, so that's a yes and a yes. Okay, it's a yes because your mom had cataracts, and it's also a yes because you are going and getting your eyes checked every year, which is a good thing. So that's what she's telling you is keep doing that, Naomi. Okay.
Okay.
Peas, green peas. Could be love them, hate them, or some type of issue with peas. And it's funny because I'm hearing peas porridge hot, peas porridge cold, peas porridge in the pot 9 days old. All right, so there could be a lot of things there. There's peas, could be a name that starts with P, and something about the number 9. And 9 could be like the 9th of a month, 9 months, or that could indicate the month of September.
Okay. I'm at a loss on that one. I like green peas, but...
Hold on. You like green peas. That's a yes. Now, when a spirit gives me a message of an explanatory or advisory nature and then follows it up with an objectively verifiable fact. In other words, keep getting your eyes checked, okay? And then the objectively verifiable fact, you like green peas. That's how your mom's letting you and I know that we've properly received and interpreted the message. Is there a Daryl... or it's a male with a D, and possibly a D and an R within the name, like a Daryl or a Derek. Does this make any sense? Or Darren?
I have some cousins by that name. So, the whole family is 6 of them, and all their names start with D.
They all start with D. So that there's a yes. That's how we say in Florida. That there's a yes. All right, sorry. And hold on. Honey. I'm tasting honey. And this is that wildflower honey, not that real. This has a real textured taste to it. This is like real raw honey. Does honey make sense to you, or the word honey?
Wow. The word honey, I have an aunt who's passed on. Her name was Honey. Her nickname was Honey.
Bada bing, bada boom. So Aunt Honey is popping in to say hello. Now, hold on. Tuesday. There's a significant Tuesday which is standing out. I know today's Tuesday, but there is a significant Tuesday that Aunt Honey is bringing to our attention.
Wow.
I understand. Well, here's the thing. Write that down because, I mean, that could be a day that Aunt Honey or maybe your mom passed or something significant about Tuesday. Let me get a final message from them because I got your mom and your Aunt Honey. Boy, they are cranking now. Now, they're showing me the color that I call shocking pink. It's like a neon pink, this bright pink. This isn't like, pastel Easter pink. This is the pink that you can see from outer space. Okay, anything about shocking or neon pink makes sense to you?
Pink is my daughter's favorite color. For me,
all right. And that's your brother's favorite color?
No, my daughter.
Your daughter. Okay. You got to speak up a bit. Okay. All right. Your daughter's favorite color. So, in other words, your daughter, as in your mother's granddaughter. Let's see what she has to say about her. She says, "Don't let her slack off at school. She's got the brains. She's got the ability, and she is going to knock the ball out of the park."
Yes.
Yeah. I keep seeing a PhD after her name coming. I see a PhD after her name coming. Okay.
Oh, my God.
Go ahead.
All right. Me or them?
Well, take your pick.
Okay. What else do they have to say? I'm excited. Oh, my God.
Mm.
Hold on. Interesting. I'm tasting a egg custard with cinnamon lightly sprinkled on the top of it. Does this make sense to you?
No, that's not one of my favorite foods. But
Is that one that you dislike?
Yes, not one of my favorites.
Hold on. They can bring up likes and dislikes as well. So if you dislike that, the answer to my question then is yes, because that's an objectively verifiable fact following a message. You have got to make sure that your daughter's education is taken to its fullest extent, and that's what she wants you to know. And I'll leave that with you.
Wow. Thank you, Naomi.
Thank you.
Wow. Thank you.
God bless you, Naomi.
Thank
You're
you,
awesome.
Naomi. Wow. Awesome. One more time, Rocky, if you would tell folks about where Mark is going to be, and then we'll go right back to the phones.
Yes, this Friday evening, October 16th, 7:30 p.m., East West Bookshop at 6407 12th Avenue Northeast, 206-253-3726. Telephone number to get reservations, 206-523-3726. And also touch base with Mark on evidenceofeternity.com.
Well, people may want to know if they're able to work with Mark directly.
Yes.
I'm sure when they go to East West, they'll find out. But outside of that, we got people all over. What's the best way?
Mark does phone readings. Go to his website. There's an area where they can check in and find out how to book and schedule a phone reading with Mark.
Yeah, and today on the show, these are little minis.
Yes.
And we just need to make sure people know that. This is like what we can do on radio.
Mark does an entire hour with someone.
Right. If I may.
Yes,
we're
please.
doing the phone readings, and I'm trying to get to as many people as possible. But in the in-person readings, more than one person will be coming through during the session. In a recent reading, I had 14 human spirits, 2 dogs, and a cat come through. So generally we'll get 5 or 6 spirits, but you can get several, and it is fascinating who comes through and how much they do know about you, and they are here to bring you messages of love, healing, and resolution.
Yeah, and for those of us out there, we know what the holidays are like, and this is really a wonderful, wonderful way to, give yourself a gift or give it to another. Mr. Benny, we are ready to go to the phone.
Jackie from Fife, Washington, if you're not familiar. So, Jackie, welcome to the show.
Hey, Jackie.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Dr. Pat. Hi, Mark. I love this show.
Thank you, Jackie. Thank you.
Thanks, Jackie. What can I help you with?
I just was wondering if who was coming through and what they want to say.
I'm getting an older gentleman coming through. Now, he could be on the grandparent level, okay? He may be on the parent level because, all grandfathers are fathers and many fathers are also grandfathers. But let me explain this guy. And just because I say grandparent level, that doesn't have to mean your grandfather. It could be like a great uncle or an older gentleman that you were close to. And what I'm getting with him is he had a lot of lines in his face, a lot of living that I'm seeing, and his eyesight prior to passing, he could still see, but it was dimming, okay? And I'm almost getting like this pressure on my eyes that I would associate with a glaucoma, okay? But despite that, this guy was still sharp as a tack up till the end. I mean, right near the very end, he was having difficulty with his mental clarity, but for the most part, he was very sharp. This was a very, very brilliant man, okay? Because when he is connecting with me, I'm seeing number sequences, data, facts, figures. So this guy was definitely dealt with facts, figures, data compilation, a lot of numbers, and interesting, I just saw the word Argentina, okay? So I'm not sure what that's all about, unless he had some connection with Argentina. It could be a name like an AR name, like an Arthur. But anyway, let me get back to him. And, he used to write a lot. And I'm seeing graph paper. So this means he was either had like an engineering or a science or a math-oriented mind. Does any of this make sense to you?
It may have been one of my great-grandparents. It doesn't sound like, and I didn't really know my father's father, so it could have been him as well. So I'm not sure about some of this, but keep going.
Okay.
I'm glad you're on the train. I'm so glad you got on the train with us because I like the keep going attitude.
Let me ask him what his
Well, the
message.
only thing you were saying there was art. There, my grandmother's name was Arvella, which is a very strange name, and that name popped up when you were starting to say
Arvella.
Argentina.
Aha. Okay. So hold on. Then that's who we got on the line here. Let me see what he would like you to know. Sepsis. Is somebody close to you have some type of sepsis or blood disorder, blood disease?
It might be my sister. They're going through tests for that.
That's a yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm getting kind of a long journey with her and her health. Okay. And the weird thing is my feet right now feel icy cold. Is she having circulation issues in her hands and feet? Do you know?
I think so, yes.
Okay. It's a long journey, but I'm feeling a happy outcome. And I know this is going to sound corny, but I'm seeing Bugs Bunny. I'm hearing dun, 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 dun. Okay, so there could be something with like the Looney Tunes characters or Universal Studios, but I'm seeing all this Bugs Bunny and a lot of people laughing watching these Bugs Bunny images. Does this make any sense to you?
My son loves Bugs Bunny. I mean, just absolutely loves it. Has all of his life. He's older, too.
There you go. See, that's a verifiable fact following a message. Remember, I was talking about that earlier online. When a spirit transmits me a message of an advisory or explanatory nature. Now, saying that your sister's got all this, health issues and there's going to be a happy ending, of course people say, well, psychic's just saying what we want to hear. But boom, when they start talking about Bugs Bunny, your son's favorite character, that is, a reference to Warner Brothers. And when for me, Universal Studios, because they're featured there quite a bit in Orlando, where I'm from, and that verifiable fact that your son loves Bugs Bunny is how your this spirit is letting us know that we've properly received and interpreted the message. Okay, and it keeps saying, "Dare to remember that time in September. Dare to remember that time in September." Is there some significant birthday, anniversary, or event in the month of September which makes sense to you, connected to you or someone close to you?
I have a sister who was born in September.
Your sister was born in September? Different sister.
Yeah, different sister, but yeah.
Okay, hold on. Well, that's a yes, and that's a verifiable fact. Okay. Is she kind of a whirlwind or like super high energy, almost frenetic? And not in a negative way, but just like this really high energy.
Oh, that would be me, not her.
All right, hold on. So now, all right, interesting. We hit on both sisters. Now we're talking to you. Let's see what he's got to say about you. And I'm tasting a lot of peanuts and peanut butter, peanuts. Anything with you and peanuts or peanut allergies?
No, I just love peanut butter.
No, I love peanut butter. How about, yes. Okay,
yes,
so
I love peanut
that's a yes. All right, so here's what he has to say about you. Your gift is your love. Your gift is your love, and you are very unselfish in your approach to the people around you and what you give to people. So what he's telling you is keep doing what you're doing, because you're the rock, the pillar, the oasis. You're the oasis. Interesting how he keeps repeating the word oasis. I love that.
I just took Reiki class through, it's called, the class is through Oasis, the Reiki class.
That is a bada bing,
yeah,
bada
bada bang, bada boom, bada bam. Cool, Jackie.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice. Good job on this.
God bless you, Jackie.
Thank you, Jackie. Thank you so much. Wow. I believe we will have time for one more, Mr. Benny.
Yep, we'll take Melissa, been waiting patiently from Kirkland.
Nice. Hi, Melissa.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Wonderful. Thank you.
Let me introduce you, my friend Mark Anthony.
Hey, Melissa. How you doing?
Good, Mark. How are you?
I'm loving Seattle, and I'm loving being here on the Dr. Pat Show. She's just, I'll tell you, she's great on the radio, but when you meet her, it's like, OMG.
It's okay. You're in a safe zone right here, Melissa. It's all right.
As Dr. Fraser Crane would say,
Yeah.
I'm listening.
Yeah.
I always wanted to say that on the radio in Seattle.
Yeah.
Now I've had a chance to do it. All right, Melissa.
Cool, here we go.
What can I help you with?
Well, anybody who would come in, I'm actually looking for a particular person, and I was kind of praying they would come in, but I'm not sure they will.
Okay, there's a male energy who's very close to you, could possibly be on your generational level, which would be like brother, friend, cousin, spouse. And what I'm getting with him is a very abrupt passing. And the reason I'm feeling this is because I'm getting a jolt to my head. Does this make sense to you?
Oh, boy, I'm like shaking. I can't even talk. That was the person. Yeah.
Okay, well,
That's
he
my
is so
husband's brother.
thrilled that you're here, and he's doing this. He's blowing all these little kisses at you, and I'm seeing all these little red hearts. Now, obviously, he loves you, but when I see little red hearts, and I wish you could see what I'm seeing, because they look like, when you have a bubble machine, bubbles, imagine them being little red hearts, and they're all around you going pop, 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 pop. Okay, and that also indicates to me the month of February. Okay, so...
that was his birthday.
Okay, so see, that's two. Not only does he love you, but he's bringing up February. And he says, can you possibly eat any more chocolate? What's up with that?
Just the past couple of days, but I don't really eat a lot of sweets. But yes, I've been eating chocolate-covered Raisinets.
Yeah.
He knows when you've been
And
sleeping. He knows when you're awake. Okay. Yeah.
I asked his brother to remove the Raisinets.
Okay.
My husband is his brother.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And so when a spirit brings up information like that, what he's letting you know is that he's around you and aware of what's happening with you. Okay? And the other thing he wants you to know is that a new chapter is opening in your life. Okay? And what I'm getting about this doesn't necessarily mean when a new chapter is opening that you're going to be all happy and wonderful, but he says that your attention to detail is increasing, your responsibilities are increasing, and he said that you feel like you've died 1,000 deaths, but now you're being reborn as a more serious, focused, and philosophical, that's the word that he's using, philosophical person. Does this make sense to you?
Part of it makes sense because I'm actually trying to become more lighthearted versus serious, but the philosophical part takes a little while with me.
And I'm tasting
I've been going through
butterscotch.
a lot of-
Butterscotch. Does
Pardon?
butterscotch, does that make sense to you?
No.
Oh, hold on. Butterscotch. Love it, hate it, or someone close to you love butterscotch. I'm seeing those little butterscotch candies rolled up in the cellophane.
Yeah. I saw it on ice cream.
No.
I saw
It's very
butterscotch on
neutral.
ice cream.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Very neutral. Oh, his brother eats a ton of ice cream.
I saw it on ice. I saw the
Dr.
butterscotch
Patsy
on
on
ice
ice
cream.
cream. Okay.
I
All
don't
right.
know.
Interesting. Ray. R-A-Y.
It's my son-in-law.
Yes. Okay. Ray. Okay. Hold on. Ray will listen. Interesting. He says Ray will listen.
This is important. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So this new chapter in your life is not only about you being a bulwark of strength, but also you reaching out to those around you who will listen and who will guide you. Okay. I'm seeing a map of Kansas. Okay. Is there anything about Kansas or visits there or any connection to Kansas in any way?
Zero.
Okay. I want you to...
Nothing.
All right. Hold on. Instead of going right to know and shooting it down, it's always good to make a note of that because chances are after the reading, there's something that's going to make sense. Now, the other indicator with Kansas could be like tornadoes and things like that, but he is showing me the map of Kansas.
Or the Wizard of Oz.
Dr.
Or the
Patsy,
Wizard
the
of
Wizard
Oz.
of Oz, if that makes any sense.
Not at the moment.
Yeah, think about that one. I want you to think about that one. All right, hold on. Benny's giving me the we're wrapping it up message. Okay. Hold on.
I know this almost sounds cliche, but he says, please stop beating yourself up. Please stop beating yourself up. He says, you're tying your heart in knots. Okay? He said...
I'm sorry, repeat that again?
You're tying your heart in knots. In knots.
Yeah.
He says, please stop beating yourself up.
That's why you're eating those Raisinets, isn't it?
Oh, no.
Something's up, though, right?
No, yeah, I beat myself up all the time. Yeah, yeah. Huh. Can I just ask you, I know you got to go, is there one thing he could tell me related to him and his brother? He died a violent death.
Bear with me. It was not in vain. It was not in vain. This keeps getting repeated. It was not in vain. He says it was a stepping stone. I don't really understand that, but he keeps showing me stepping stones. And he says it was not in vain. The other thing I'm seeing are Easter lilies. Now, I realize that a lot of people's services, they put Easter lilies, but that could also indicate an event between like March 10th and April 20th. That's what I call the Easter time frame. So there's some...
That's when he killed himself.
There you go.
Mm.
It was not in vain. Okay. Hold on. I'm getting this imbalance in his body. Okay. And he felt like he was spiraling downwards. And if he didn't do this, something much worse would have happened. And you know, I wish we had more time to delve into this.
Mm-hmm. Can she schedule a time with you, Mark? Can she call or get on the calendar and at some point?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, how were you telling people to do that?
I think a one-on-one session with me, go to my website, evidenceofeternity.com, go to the book of reading section and look at that. Also, I highly recommend you read Evidence of Eternity because there's a chapter in there about suicide. In the thousands of readings I've done, there are so many people who've taken their own lives, and their family members are terrified that, you know, they've gone to hell or some other, you know, medieval superstitious nonsense has happened to them. And people need to understand that suicide is much more than self-inflicted homicide, and that it's a complex behavior which affects us all, and that God does not condemn any of his/her children to an eternity of suffering.
Wow. Mark Anthony. Melissa, thank you so much. Again, really quickly, Mark will be at the, for those of you out there,
East West Books this
right
Friday
in Seattle.
evening, Seattle.
Yep.
7:30 p.m. at 6407 12th Avenue Northeast. And the telephone number, 206-523-3726, 206-523-3726.
Mark, thank you so much for today. Benny, thank you. Rachel, thank you. Rocky, thank you. And all of you out there, you are so, so very special. You're the best listeners on the planet, and I love you dearly. We'll see you next time.